point into the Enfeeble around any kind of push on the Terrorblade is going to be really good. I agree with you. Sure, you've got really good regen as well. The Bracer build is going to favor him a little bit more just to try and bully Yopaj out of the lane because they know
bottom lane. Oh, they got it, a bang. First spot picked up. CML, Nico, looks like the level 2's just coming hand. They both just had their own little dance mid where we saw, actually hold that, Natsumi top. Tims, he's been able to find his first real big creep of the game, and that will net them an early kill. Continue to protect the Drow Ranger as much as possible, and I think that's the lane that Radiant are going to put a lot more emphasis on. Bottom lane, Nico. First use of the arena, and...
Level 6, he's got the 1 point in the marksmanship. Let's see who gets caught out here.
So this is where I want this conquered TP. But unfortunately for Natsumi, it's going to run straight to Tims and Yopaj. The double step. Great smoke maneuvers. They might look to try and...
My jungle, I can't find my ancients. Top's being pushed in. So it's a lot of good pressure coming through from Boom right now.
CML. Oh, can they be perfect here with the chain lockdown? They don't have the boat. The Sarge from Natsumi should just be enough to get a big kill on Yopaj as they surround him in the river. Now,
especially now that Kunkka's got his Orchid, right? Like both the Void Spirit or the
Boomy actually going to bait in the river. They get the jump. Ultimate after as well from CML. Where's the damage fall? The volley's coming through from afar as Polaris spring the trap in the river. Even though Boom had all the vision they needed thanks to that Observe Ward, it's going to cost him 3 quick deaths as Nico will claim the last.
A little bit here, Natsumi, he's playing around the stacks, wanting to make sure that he's able to get a little bit closer to that next item as he is with the Yasha.
Well, jump Booming, I'll catch him out. Completed, so a waste of 900 gold. He's going to get a little bit of back, but even the pros make some of those item mistakes. Push back, Tims. My god, he's so tanky though. Max already got an Orchid too. This actually might catch Boom off guard. Even CTM wants to look to get involved. They've got the arena if they want to use it more defensively, just to signal the retreat. But Radiant overwhelm them underneath the tier 1 tower. Unfortunately, they're going to have to battle it up against the glyph.
And that's the first
so
fight.
So be cautious because Nico's going to jump.
CTM.
They find the spear. Follow-up chain control is going to be perfect. CTM will fall, and they'll just clean up the rest as well as Polaris. The blink initiation, too much for them to handle. They're kind of splitting up their heroes at the moment. Some chasing for a bang, the others for Yopaj, but it looks like they'll catch up the line for his 7th death. This is only 16 minutes in.
It's a lot of deaths, and I think 2 of them were kind of warranted, where he was, you know, putting himself in the way, wanting to enable FBZ to play a little bit more aggressively on the front lines, but I mean, for mine, it feels like a lot of these Rolling Thunders are wasted. Like, you take this away, you cannot fight. You know, every single time they're just going to group up and push
you
forward.
Can't die after you use that. Boom's got a hook in 10. And they saw he's used everything defensively, Nick. It's not going to latch on the spear, but nonetheless, will trap him in. And you're exactly right. Like last timing of triple BKB. I mean, Natsumi's got 1 component. Mac has his completed. Make it 5 now for Polaris. Smoke's gonna run straight to Tims. Yopaj hiding the wings as well. He's trying to find the angle in, but CML is really the ideal target. But with how Dire are playing around the Bane and making sure he's protected at all stages, it will not give the Void Spirit an opportunity. So just back to shoving up the side lanes. They're actually gonna jump Nico. He's got a bang nearby. He's burst with a finger of death, but Boomy once again finds his target. Still, Bang's able to use the spells perfectly to bring down the Mars, but now they have to retreat. Back, he'll get the clip on the line. Everyone else is able to make it away at the moment at Busy.
He'll be fine.
Will he? No, he won't. CML, great TP location. Fiend's Grip from the fog, so a 2-for-1. I mean, you really do take that, I think, if you're rated.
A lot more damage that he's able to output. You are getting very close to some key timings on Boom, though. You've got the Blink Dagger, only 200 gold away for FBZ. Unfortunately for a Bang, he's going to die again, so just delay his own
They're still sticking around. Boomy doesn't have enough mana for the Cogs pushback. That extra control would have been so important to lock in Yopaj, but I mean, again, it's just a reactionary game from Boom. Just trying to get out of dodge every single time. Oh, they caught him! Nico! A perfect speed, just getting a little bit of that lost vision from the step. And I mean, you're happy with losing the Lion, but Yopaj can't be dying like this. The item CTM super close to Manta as well, but I don't know if they'll wait for that. Bottom.
No,
they caught FBZ, so he was still sticking around.
Briefing his team, he's doing the right thing to catch out anyone that might be diving a little bit too deep.
Again, Boomer to start. A Bang's gonna fall with the Hex. CTM nearby by the choke point. They'll at least get the run buff, but the finger dropped and all the metamorphosis damage. Enough to at least get some consolation across the map. They'll ace and fours. And Nico BKB.
Mike is Mac.
Oh,
Mac.
Mac.
Does show in the lane.
He just picked up the AC. He's got the BKB as well. The chain lockdown has to be a perfect from a Bang. And it is. Another big kill from Boom. Great utilization out of the metamorphosis. I love that
You
smoke.
don't have the blink dagger on up in. You're not able to get that initial lockdown coming through.
No, they're still sticking nearby on Polaris. I know metamorphosis is on cooldown. I still feel goddamn strong. A 4-on-5. Let's see if they can take it to perfection as they find the speed connect. Fiends can from far. FBZ, his role needs to be able to deal with the Bane, but it looks like Yopaj has a cancel. Now CTM, Sunder, BKB out there, locking on top of Natsumi, but a 4-star down to the low ground. Meanwhile, Yopaj, a speed, finds a connection. That's enough damage to bring down the Void Spirit. They're still overwhelming them by the high ground here. On top of Natsumi, but down by the bottom side, Nico, Boomy, straight on top of the Terrorblade as well. No protection for CTM as the rest of Rating putting a lot of emphasis on trying to deal with Natsumi's draw range, in which they will be successful, but the consequence is so grave. 3 gone. FBZ should just make it away. Nico's still hunting. I've got Hook up in 8. See if they guess the right direction.
Well,
He's going to see him on the Kree wave. Yeah, FBZ. Like up shortly. A Boomy. Oh, he's got. Oh, do it blind. Nico. Oh, that's a blind blink. Straight into him. That hooks off the mark, unfortunately. Oh, okay, they find him. What's going on?
Oh,
just
my
shy.
God. So close to being able to pick a lot of things that could still go better for Boom. But, you know, they're
still
feeling like
up.
they're in a better
Back
spot.
to target once again. He's so difficult to be able to burst down. They'll drop the finger of death, and with a beautiful chain control from FBZ, they get the perfect initiation. They'll look to transition this to the clockwork. Once again, Boom playing a lot more proactive at the moment. Nico, his BKB was used previously, so he's still in trouble. Natsumi's going to be cautious of his position of Bang, trying to find that angle to jump the drow. They won't get it, but at least they'll still find the Mars.
Ways to save yourself, but you still just do feel so squishy when you can have someone like FBZ or Yopaj not even worry too much about damage.
At the moment, he's going to look to try and connect with the rest of Polaris. They're backing off as a team. They still have the vision on CTM, but Tim's standing hand in hand. Glimmer's out at least fast enough. They're going to try and blow up the first life, which they will do so successfully. Now, Dive, got to be cautious. Natsumi has to be protected. He's in the river right now, but the follow-up jump's not there. Beautiful cogs will push back the Rolling Thunder, so Natsumi is just freely right-clicking from the low ground, but still, CTM, he's the big target. A BKB, Sunder out early. Mac continuing to push him further and further back, but now once the magic immunity expires, they'll get the control to drag him back. Still, Yopaj, he's providing the roll, jumping on Natsumi, trying to get rid of the marksmanship, but it's still going to cost the life of the Terrorblade. They also find the backline. A 3 for 3 nonetheless. It felt like there could have been much worse.
Especially with, don't really want to do it on the Pangolier, but you kind of feel like he needs to go into...
Great position from Yopaj. FBZ's going to jump. The rest of the team is a bit far away. FBZ's stuck in a corner too. Still, they get the target. Bane instantly going to look to buy back. Now they're on top of Natsumi as well. An early BKB. Where's CTM? Nowhere to see at the moment. He's trying to lock onto Boomy, but they haven't been able to find a big kill on the drow. This is still posturing very far away. Nico trying to get back up to the higher ground. He's got the arena BKB if he wants to use it defensively. Another round as they jump. Natsumi with the BKB on cooldown. A bang. FBZ and Yopaj. The trio trying to jump Natsumi. They'll do so successfully. The ideal target for Boom to get rid of. They'll even catch out CML. Nico, the TP out just a nick of time. You were saying... have they got overclock in?
They do, but they don't have the damage. That's the big issue. It's only Drow that can do damage to FBZ, and he was trying to throughout all of that Rolling Thunder, but it just wasn't enough now with the farm that they've been able to pick up.
Now Boomy is going to at least get some assistance from Mac, but simultaneously it bangs in. Tries to find the opening. Conko with that run buff, so goddamn difficult to kill. The Polaris just looking to try and bring the attention away from the objectives. Unfortunately, they will not do so successfully as a full set of barracks claim.
Yeah, where they're basically drawing on the map right now. That's what CML is saying. He was saying, I want to go down. I want to go south. I want to try and get it onto the backlines where they don't have vision. He's going to reveal himself.
Okay, Boomy sort of start. Roche was falling at the moment. They get the catch. If they can deal with the Rolling Thunder, that's perfect. Natsumi still with the BKB. They're going to push Yopaj away, but an instant buyback. Now, Boomy, they've got the recognition that Boom aren't fighting with their full roster, but they're looking to retreat. FBZ! He's in with the Rolling Thunder. Gets Natsumi, gets Nico. Bye-bye, Drow. Bye-bye, Mars as well. What a buyback from FBZ.
They realize how important this Roche is. Instant rocket flick. Oh, Bang, even just moving forward.
Oh, Age is picked up. Nico's going to try and protect him. Polaris are coming over. Can you stick around? I mean, Natsumi just bought back. Get some extra positioning. Keep in mind, Radiant, they did use a lot of their abilities previously to jump Natsumi, so he's still playing on the outskirts, but FBZ's got the Rolling Thunder up, but once again, they're going to push the Drow Ranger away, which is all of their damage. It allows CTM just to rip apart the Conquer. Natsumi can hope and pray that the damage on the Drow is enough, but they're on top of the core. Natsumi's going to be a goner, a dieback for the Drow, 4 down, make it 5, make it Mat 1 victory for Boom.
Like 6 to 19, not so much, right? Like, you're out of position once. You've got Monkey King that can look to join you. The couriers, that isn't ideal.
Do you feel like there's any kill threat in this lane? Like maybe a mag skewer back, is hold that thought. Bottom lane should have our first blood. Tims will find it. Natsumi even still chased under the tower. Tim's gonna look for the kill. He's got the Hadouken back up. Maybe with the stroke of fate. A banger lane for you. He's got another Hadouken again. Wait, get him. No! Oh! He had a couple of seconds left before the creep died. And so tell me, why are they not bringing Boomy down bot? They might get a kill on FBZ, which it looks like
maybe they will after the kill.
He's got Fairy Fire, Tower attributes as well. Is that going to be enough? He tries to block himself in. Honestly, Nico's pretty stuck here. The help of the boar and the tower, my god. I mean, he doesn't get the experience, but the fact that he's 2v1 and still gets the kill. Point in the ultimate. And I'll bring up his itemization in a sec. I don't think a Bang's going to get a kill. He went Tranks earned Yule's
FBZ might be in trouble though. Up top.
He is. I mean, a Bang's going to start to show himself here. I don't think any abilities are going to keep FBZ alive. Wonder if they can now look to bring down the Grimstroke as well. Nico
use the arcade
doesn't have
boots,
any abilities to play with. Nico just getting out to safety. The Tango regen gives Boomy a double.
Salving him up. So top lane going very well. He's still going for that Blink Dagger again.
DK hitting that ultimate by the first catapult timer. You got rotations coming through from the supports and just make it so effective to be able to find this early tower.
Response though.
They will drop the RP before it comes off. Yopaj at least does get the Dragon Tail, but with CML landing that 2-man Earth Spike is going to prove disaster. Natsumi even looking to get involved as well as Polaris a successful tower defense.
No, I really like that rotation coming through from the Polaris supports. They save the tower. I mean, Enchantress probably got the best creep you could probably have for this kind of push. Since that can take up more tower hits to assist with protecting that siege creep. Basically, the only thing better is a Mud Golem that you might be able to claim. But, Bang, he's getting dived a little bit here. Another good early game coming out for Polaris.
Even Mac swing on over from the eastern side. Now going for Yopaj is
here as well.
A bit more of a difficult attempt. Mac does have a double damage rune in the arsenal. They're even going to TP and CTM, so all the position ones looking to get involved at the party in the mid lane, but CTM recognizes he will provide no assistance. And now even Tim's coming in the area. Just that little shockwave slow will pick up a secondary kill as Polaris.
Creep wave, you've even got, you can see here the range creep looking to tank up a lot of the hits. They do have the
Nico's going to come down. They'll look to start on Yopaj. CT might have to use a very defensive Wukong just to get Yopaj out to safety. Boomy's also level 6 too. So we'll see how much impact this Sonic Wave will provide them, but it's so difficult running inside the command. A beautiful layer of the control as C10 will give Yopaj enough time to get out to safety. Now that's a Rolling Thunder on cooldown, but Tim's going to be caught out. A beautiful Sonic Wave map, even blocking off the retreat as well. We'll miss the Sonic Wave, so they won't be able to find a Bang, but also CTM They've actually run into the Monkey King. It'll attempt to TP out the stuns. It's just it. CML, the timing with the Hex to cancel the TP. Dive? Okay. They're going to hold off. A little bit worried that they don't see anyone else across the map. They've got to be fast with this because this is giving Boom ample time now to shove in mid. And yeah, you're seeing the rotations come out. CML's going to TP. So will Natsumi.
I don't know if you got the damage to take out Yopaj just with the two of you.
Oh, well, Natsumi feels like he's got the damage for the Grimstroke. Explore's going to provide some nuisance here. A Bang not going to be out to safety here as a Shockwave gets it. So a 1-for-1 trade.
All right. I mean, you don't get the up for himself. They're playing really well around this as well. Magnus constantly being in position to get the Empower off as much as possible. Topside. This would be a big death on Boomy, though.
Very high level here from the Queen of Pain. Yopaj and CTM combining together. Meanwhile, they've always got to keep tabs on mid. Mac finding the jump on FBG. He's actually just going to drop the RP along with the Rolling Thunder. So a couple of ultimates committed, but it looks like they'll get nothing out of it until CML comes over with a TP outpost. FBZ has no more assistance. A lot of ultimate Aetherlens, early Yules, and the Axe too.
Tim's just farming in the unsafe area. If he dies, but it pops a 5-man smoke, and they're also going to be able to spot out that they put the observer ward up here on the high ground without popping too much of anything, you know. So
might be in trouble top. It's just Yopaj and a Bang at the moment. And without this Echo Saber, it's not as tanky. They're even going to try and push him back with the Sonic Wave, but now they're soul binded together, which doesn't give much of an escape opportunity for Mac. But meanwhile, they'll just layer down the RP and the help in Natsumi, and all of a sudden, Mac's out to safety, and the rest of the Boom won't be as fortunate. 2 down already. Tim's is going to join them in the afterlife. Maybe that's the fight they're looking for. They're actually just going to blink in. Yopaj. Still got his own blink available, so he's
Desolator now. So they win any fight right now on Boom, they're immediately going to transfer it into
Natsumi. It's a greedy wave.
Where are you going?
Looks like he's going to be penalized, and Mac can set up for the RP to keep them alive. The soul binds in. The cleave has to be enough to go through there, but the goddamn tanky on Dire. Wukong's out. Natsumi's gone. Mac's going to join him as well. An ambitious temp from Nico's answered by the Dragon Tail. And that is the window that Boom were looking for. One mistake.
Realizing that, you know, if they did lose that fight, it was almost definitely going to be a Roche. Didn't end up working for them. It's just one of those encounters where take the tower, but what else does it mean? You know, Yopaj has been able to pick up that BKB for himself, so he's not worried about anything outside of the RP right now.
He's jumping into all 4 here. Natsumi again. Might just be another mistake from the Phantom Assassin. The rest of the team aren't fast enough to keep him alive. A 1-for-1, but a hell of a trade for Boom. As Yopaj looking to catch more as well, jumping over the tree line to find the lion.
It's a big death to be given up. You know, you can't be affording.
They're setting up as well down bottom. That observer ward still by the outpost is going to scout out Mac. Might just have to go for RP into TP. He doesn't have enough mana now. They do at least have the outpost of the TP starting to flow on out.
Oh, misses.
CML, the only one at the moment, yeah, with the miss of the Earth Spike will cost the life of Mac and more than likely the Lion as well. CTM, 3 hits. Oh no.
Well, I said we could be seeing. The range is just so small.
CTM. They're actually going to lead in with Nico's Rolling Thunder, but an instant roar gives them an opportunity to reset the positioning. They'll target through CTM's first life. Let's see if he can BKB Wukongs to give them an opportunity to reset the team fight. Yopaj is actually back in. They'll be able to bring down Nico. The Wukongs just giving them opportunity to set up the formation. The tier 3 tower down. Boom, do they still want to stick around though?
There's no reason not to, right? There's no RP, there's no Rolling Thunder.
Mac will start. Just the Enchantress and measly old support. Boom, not able to protect him. Gotta get out now, CTM. Might have overstayed his welcome. They must some space, instant detection. They're still holding the back line. Yopaj gonna look to jump. Now with a double stun, finds both the supports. CTM still hiding the tree line as well, but a buyback coming through. Natsumi, meanwhile, dealing with the back line. They've kited out the BKB charge from Yopaj, who's gonna have to look to prevent his own death at all costs, and it looks like he will do so successfully.
Well, let's see how long he looks to stick around. He's got that Blink Dagger available, Yopaj, if he wanted to make a bit more of an aggressive jump forward. Be careful here. He'll want to go on CML, but I think that's too aggressive, even for Yopaj. Wave without the Finger of Death. Those were all expended just for an Aegis.
CTM's under a ward.
Oh.
CML doesn't have Finger of Death. They need to get pretty goddamn lucky with the crits here. Maybe even
Where's the
bashes as
crits?
well.
Okay.
Now, there is one crit from that.
Might be able to find CTM, but the Hawk fighting all the vision that Boom could possibly want to be able to avoid this. They might even be able to get a
they got the
turnaround.
vision. Jump straight onto the Magnus. That's a target you want to lead in. Prevent the big blink RP. They'll take him out of the fight. Instantly Polaris looking to retreat. And just get the Magnus. Unless Boomy still sticks around. Radiant nearby. Rolling Thunder. Nico going to try and provide some chaos in the middle of the team fight. He's luckily enough that Raw's not available. My god!
Yep.
Just 4 hit from CTM.
3 seconds stun, so you're always able to get an insane level of chain lockdown as Boomy's dead again.
Just blink straight into the middle of the Rouge pit. They've also found another support. Positioning so far this game. Natsumi's still going to look to jump. RP out solely on CTM. They're looking for the burst. That's what you were wanting. CTM somehow still alive. A BKB. Turbo the Jigger.
God.
The heal. Oh my. CTM, don't do it to him. How is he not dead? Polaris. They almost killed the monkey, exactly what you were asking for, but CTM survives a slither of health back up the full and now into...
He's completely leashed in position, nothing he can do about it, so the fact that Grimstroke...
Dire looks, they're just gonna wait it out. I mean, you can really lay down Wukongs if you want.
Creeps are in the base, right? Like, just take out this tower first and foremost, don't get baited in by any kind of heroes, and now the supports can actually look to enter the base.
You can't let CTM drop Wukongs. They're not even gonna need it to take the objectives.
They want RP. They realize that RP's it. I mean, they've just got Tibbs. That's not a win condition.
Not at all. I mean, Dire, they're so happy.
He doesn't. I was about to say. Particularly looking to go for in terms of flavor. Which is what chicken salt is. Yeah.
Chicken salt.
We've got about this
stalled out
long
enough. Yeah, she's in. Straight on top of Mac. He's got to buy back to hopefully provide some RP opportunity. They've killed off the Grimstroke, CTM as well, but still Tims. These goddamn heals with the Nature's Attendants makes it so difficult. They'll kill off the first life. Let's see if they can play with the RP on the second, skewer further and further back towards the fountain, but it's not going to be an easy kill at all. RP laid down before the BKB and the Wukongs will give them some hope for Polaris to at least stall out this fight. Tims as well. He's trying to hide down in the southern tree line, but another skewer back to his demise as Polaris. Well, alright, a decent fight. They probably...
They're wisely playing around their triangle here on Boom, just continuing to farm up. They've got good coverage altogether.
Oh, Mac? Oh my. Nico's even going to jump in as well.
I don't
There's
know about
communication from Polaris, so wasted Rolling Thunder. They're still trying to find the open on FBZ. Nullify should offer them an easy pick-off on the Beastmaster's not dead just yet until now. A crit to bring him through, but they've wasted so much time. It's forced Natsumi to Phantom Strike down to the southern side. It's going to attempt the TPR. Will be successful, but the base is in shambles. Tier 4's under siege.
Level 20 talents aren't amazing,
yeah.
So... But... Never mind about that Ags on the PA because it's going over to Boom. And yep, just Yopaj has it. So that's just going to help with their siege even further coming back into this game is with like the dream skewer into the fountain. So just got to make sure no one's super
See if they can pop the Lincolns, they'll do so thanks to the bomb dive.
And then it's just, oh, actually, good job
Natsumi,
though.
once again, trying to jump the Enchantress, Raw's out. The second Raw's going to come through shortly afterwards. The RP solely used on Tims, and now with a mass AoE on the Wukong's command, everyone's getting ripped apart. The Wukong army going to work. Tier 4 is down, thrown exposed. Yopaj will deal with another hero without buyback and out. Objective-based gaming. Boom is going to try and make as much space as possible. I mean, Nico's just nowhere to be seen.